Scene script. Have you ever wondered why life often feels like an uphill battle? Life, in all its grandeur, is not always a walk in the park. It's full of twists and turns, with the occasional stumbling block thrown in for good measure. It's a universal experience, one that transcends borders and cultures, and it's something we all have to navigate. There's a saying that goes, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." It's a testament to the human spirit, our capacity to endure, to rise above and to overcome. It's a testament to resilience. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. And life, in all its unpredictable glory, provides ample opportunities for us to flex this muscle. Think of the trials and tribulations you've faced in your own life. The times when you felt like the world was against you, when every step forward felt like 2 steps back. Those moments, as difficult as they were not in vain. They were opportunities for growth, for learning, for building resilience. When we face adversity, we're presented with a choice. We can let it break us, or we can rise above it. It's not an easy choice to make, and it's certainly not a one-time decision. It's a continuous process, a daily commitment to face life's challenges head-on, to learn from them, and to grow stronger as a result. Each struggle is a chapter in our life story. It's a part of our journey, a stepping stone on our path to growth and development. It's through these struggles that we learn about ourselves, about our strengths and weaknesses, about our capacity to endure and to overcome. And so, as we embark on this journey together, as we delve into this inspirational story, remember this: life's struggles are not meant to break us. They're meant to make us stronger. They're meant to build resilience. They're meant to shape us into the people we're meant to be. It's in these moments of struggle that true strength emerges. This is a tale of such strength. Picture a young boy, born into a world of hardships, with nothing but hope to cling to. In the heart of the city, where the sun seldom shines and the air is often thick with the pungency of struggle, was born our unlikely hero. His birth, unremarkable to the world, was a beacon of hope to his family. He was their small piece of joy in a world that was often too harsh, too unforgiving. His early years were a testament to the strength of the human spirit. He grew up in a tiny apartment, crammed with too many bodies and too few resources. Every day was a fight, a battle against the odds. Yet, despite the bleak circumstances, the young boy found happiness in the smallest things. The sound of rain against the window pane, the scent of his mother's cooking, the feeling of a well-worn book in his hands. These were his treasures, his moments of escape. School was a challenge, but not one he shied away from. He was a bright spark in a sea of mediocrity, his thirst for knowledge insatiable. He would walk miles to the local library, devouring books under the dim light, his mind expanding with every word. His teachers saw the potential in him, but the world was not so kind. He was often overlooked, his talents unseen, his dreams unheard. Life was hard, but he was harder. He faced every hurdle with a quiet resilience, every setback with a steadfast determination. He was not a hero in the traditional sense, no. He didn't wear a cape or possess superhuman powers. His strength was his will, his weapon, his hope. He dared to dream, dared to believe that he could rise above his circumstances, that he could be more than what the world expected of him. In the face of adversity, he held on to hope. But was hope enough? Life has a way of testing our mettle, and our young hero was no exception. Just when it seemed like the weight of the world was too much to bear, a pivotal moment occurred, one that would forever alter the course of our protagonist's life. It was not a moment of grandeur, nor was it marked by fanfare. Rather, it was a moment of quiet resolution, a choice made in the solitude of his own heart. Our hero found himself at a crossroads, his past and potential future wrestling within him. One path was familiar, etched with the scars of his struggles, paved with the gravel of hardship. The other path was uncharted, shrouded in the fog of uncertainty, but gleaming with the tantalizing promise of something better. It was in this moment that our protagonist decided he was not going to be defined by his circumstances, but by his response to them. He chose to rise, to fight, to claw his way out of the pit of despair that had been his life. He knew the road ahead would be fraught with challenges, but he also knew he had the strength to overcome them. His decision was not a fleeting whim, but a deep-seated determination that surged through his veins, as palpable as his heartbeat. It was a courage not born of bravado, but of necessity, of a desire to change his life for the better. This was the turning point, the moment when our protagonist cast aside the shackles of his past and set his sights on a brighter future. He steeled himself for the journey ahead, resolved to face whatever trials lay in his path with unwavering resolve. His decision ignited a spark that would soon turn into a blazing inferno. It was a flame that would light his way, burn through his obstacles, and guide him towards his destiny. This turning point was not just a change in direction, but a transformation of spirit, a testament to the indomitable power of the human will. His decision ignited a spark that would soon turn into a blazing inferno. With his resolve strengthened, our hero embarked on a journey towards triumph. This journey was not merely a physical one, but an emotional and mental voyage that would test his mettle at every turn. He began to face challenges he had never encountered before. Every trial was a mountain to climb, every problem a river to cross. But with each step, his courage grew. Every struggle was a lesson, each failure a stepping stone towards success. The path was winding, with steep inclines and sudden drops. But he pushed forward, his determination unwavering. His story is not one of overnight success, but of small victories. Each day he woke up, ready to face the world, was a victory in itself. Every time he chose to persevere, to keep going when the odds were stacked against him, it was a triumph. These small wins, these tiny triumphs, they began to add up, slowly but surely transforming him, molding him into a stronger, more resilient individual. He began to see the world through a different lens. Every struggle was an opportunity to grow, every setback a chance to learn. He realized that the journey was just as important as the destination. It was in the journey that he found his true self, a self that was capable of overcoming any obstacle, a self that was ready to conquer the world. And so, he continued on his path, his spirit undeterred by the obstacles that lay ahead. He knew that this journey was not going to be easy. He knew that there would be more struggles, more challenges, but he also knew that he was ready to face them. He was ready to fight, ready to conquer, ready to triumph. His transformation was not just a personal victory, but a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit. His journey serves as a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter how tough things get, we have the capacity to rise above and emerge victorious. Every step he took, every obstacle he overcame brought him closer to his goal. Life is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. And thrive he did. As we journey further into the tale, we find our protagonist standing on the precipice of his triumph. This is no ordinary victory, this is the triumph of will, testament to the incredible strength that lies within us all. It was not the struggle that defined him, but how he chose to respond to it. In the face of adversity, he didn't crumble, he didn't falter. Instead, he chose to rise, to meet his challenges head-on. His struggles were his crucible, shaping him, molding him into the resilient person he became. Every setback was a setup for a comeback. Every failure, a lesson learned. Every disappointment, a stepping stone to success. And with each fall, he rose higher, stronger, more determined. The harder the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. His journey was not easy, but it was worth it. His success was not handed to him on a silver platter. He earned it through blood, sweat, and tears. He fought for it with every fiber of his being. He conquered his fears, his doubts, his insecurities. He silenced the voices of naysayers, proving them wrong, proving to himself that he was capable of so much more than he had ever imagined. And when he finally reached his moment of triumph, it was a sight to behold. It was the sweet taste of victory, the culmination of his unwavering perseverance, his relentless determination, his indomitable spirit. It was the fruit of his labor, the reward for his patience, his resilience, his courage. His triumph was not just a personal victory, it was a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration. It was a testament to the power of the human spirit, to the strength of will. It was proof that no matter how hard the journey, no matter how insurmountable the challenge, we are capable of overcoming anything if we believe in ourselves, if we believe in our dreams. His story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of adversity, we find our true strength.